Hello and welcome. This is Matthias76 and we are back decoding the headlines. I had something sent in to me by a viewer, and this was Friday, late afternoon, and I wanted to wait until Monday to put this video out because I know on the weekend most of you are out doing other things. But this floored me. I was left speechless. Here we have on Twitter advertising for a COVID-19 vaccine study, and they're asking parents to volunteer their children. It is beyond my comprehension. Even if you believe that vaccines are safe and effective, the common line given everywhere, put on every social media platform. I love posting my stuff on Facebook. I still do it until they take me down. They pop up their little thing about vaccines have been shown to be safe and effective and carefully monitored. We're going to talk about that in another video. But it is beyond my ability to understand how any parent would volunteer their child to be a guinea pig. And we're going to talk in just a moment about the morbidity rate, the fatality rate of this disease among children. But it just got me thinking. And then, subsequent to that, I had something else cross my desk. This article, "Don't let your children be lab rats for the COVID-19 vaccines." And this is an article about the fact that the American Frontline Doctors, AFLDS, they filed a motion, and this was last Friday. So this video is being put out on Monday, the 24th. So this suit was filed on the 20th of May. And this, I'll just read briefly. America's Frontline Doctors today filed a motion in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Alabama requesting temporary restraining order against the Emergency Use Authorization, EUA, permitting using COVID-19 vaccines in children under the age of 16, and that no further expansion of the EUAs to children under the age of 16 be granted prior to the resolution of these issues at trial. And that emergency use authorization, very important term, because these vaccines have not been approved. They have not been approved. They are thereby experimental. So everyone who takes them should be given disclosure, made very clear that they are taking an experimental vaccine. Very important, the emergency use authorization concept. All of this is experimental. More information. Dr. Simone Gold spoke about the reasons for filing the motion. "We doctors are pro-vaccine." I'm not, but they are. "But this is not a vaccine," she said. "This is an experimental biological agent whose harms are well documented, although suppressed and censored, and growing rapidly, and we will not support using America's children as guinea pigs." In this article as well, in her statement, there is a 99.97% survival rate of COVID-19 for people under the age of 70. And you have to keep in mind that that includes all of their cook numbers, where if you were in a hospital over the last year and a half and you died, chances are you got labeled as dying from COVID-19. All kinds of evidence of that has come out. But the survival rate of COVID-19 for those under the age of 20 is 99.997%. It is a statistical zero. And yet, in their maniacal desire to get this vaccine pumped into everybody, they want to give it to children, and they want you to volunteer your child to do that. On that, just a thought. How does a child, let's look at this child here. It looks like she's about 5, 6 years old, maybe 7. How does that child consent Are they able to comprehend what it is they're signing up for? Do they even understand the risks involved? Even if they're intelligent, you go over it with them. Is there any way that that child can understand risks that they are being subjected to? And the answer is no. And therefore, it is, by international law, by federal law, illegal. It violates the Nuremberg Code that says, first and foremost, that coming out of the experimentation the Nazis did on people in World War II in the death camps, the number one code, the number one law coming out of that was there has to be informed consent before there is ever any experimentation on a human being. There is no way that child can consent. And when I see this picture of this dear child and this nonsense about volunteering children for medical experimentation, what comes to mind for me is this. On the right, we have the modern day, and on the left, we have the god Baal with his glowing hot hands. They would get him burning hot, and then people would come and sacrifice their children to him, and they would place the child in those red hot hands. It is sad that not all that much has changed. The lords of hell want their pound of flesh, and the children are not to be excluded. Whether it is abortion or injection, the children, it would seem, are to be sacrificed. Proverbs chapter 24, verses 11 and 12 tells us this. It admonishes us. Rescue those who are being taken away to death. Hold back those who are stumbling to the slaughter. If you say, behold, we did not know this, does not he who weighs the heart perceive it? Does not he who keeps watch over your soul know it? And will he not repay man according to his work? Don't be silent. The truth will out. Speak that truth. Share it with others. You have that ability. Share this video. Share other videos. Share information. This is Matthias 76, and together we are decoding the deception. Together we have decoded the headlines. God bless, and have a great day. That concludes our broadcast for today. We publish our videos on YouTube, BitChute, and Brighteon. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give us a like or a thumbs up. We invite you to subscribe so you can continue to receive our content. Also, please consider sharing this video with others. We love to hear from you, so please leave a comment below. This is Matthias 76, and together we will continue to decode the deception.